Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 1097. This episode right here was actually pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to the next one. If we have to take a break, I hope to find out very soon, because I remember liking when One Piece manga had to be on break along with the anime. It was really upsetting, but it is what it is. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that that we get to see a flashback involving the Giants, Vegapunk, and Dragon. You know, they actually used to be very good partners or acquaintances, or possibly even friends. But however, Vegapunk decides to focus on being a government dog just to get the funds so he can create a lot of things. You know, you get the idea, that kind of thing. But that aside, we get to know how Shaka tells the Sanji's group and so forth, Robin, Nami, Frankie, Usopp, about how we did not let O'Hara's will go to waste. And the fact that Shaka tells Robin that he has everything in his brain right here is actually pretty cool. I mean, it's a lot of information, and I can guarantee you, I don't think anyone will be able to read that entire book giant set whatsoever. And so forth. Robin asked if Saul is alive, and he said, yeah, he's alive, but he's in hiding right now. I don't know where he is, but I gotta protect him, you know? That kind of thing. And this actually was very emotional because, you know, Robin's first friend was Jaguar D. Saul, and I'm pretty sure it must have been very long since we ever heard of him in the anime, you know? Many freaking years, maybe even possibly decades, I don't know. All I know is that this thing was that Saul had a role to play in O'Hara. That much is to be said. And the fact that he's alive and okay right now is actually a good win for Robin, because that is Robin's first friend. How could she ever forget him, you know? You get the idea. That aside, we have to it Shaka is going to bring the Straw Hats to go look at something. We get to see some cool scenes with Vegapunk and how his power works. He ate something called the brain fruit, you know, that kind of thing, which that's a very awesome fruit, by the way, because it stores up all the information and you can remember it off the bat. I thought it was pretty cool. If I had that kind of brain, I'd live a simple carefree lifestyle, man. That much is to be said. That aside, however, it does come in with some weaknesses or drawbacks, because the bigger the information is, the bigger his head grows. And we have to it Vegapunk somehow did something that could not be very, expansive on his head. You get the idea. But that aside, we have to it that Vegapunk explains how he has, multiple people representing his, his brain or something, you know, or something like that. For example, one is Shaka, which we saw in this episode and last episode. And we get to see Lilith, the evil one, you know, and Pythagoras, the wisdom, and then Edison, you know, that kind of thing, York, Atlas, and yada, yada, yada. You get the idea, and so forth. That aside, we have to, you know, Pink Punk Records is the record of, his entire information on everything that he knows, you know. Even Chopper's actually interested and says, you know all the secrets to medicine then, right? And Vegapunk like, yeah, I do. That much is to be said. And Chopper's like, oh, I'm so excited. You gotta teach me kind of thing, you know? And so forth. As for Bonnie, she's not really happy, and that she knows what Vegapunk did and tells Vegapunk, turn my dad back to who he was, or so help me, I'm going to kill you. She activates a beam saber, but that beam saber is actually a big failure because, one, it attracts bugs, and Bonnie does not like bugs, which I thought was freaking hilarious, you know. That aside, we have to it that Vegapunk does ask about the fruit when Luffy mentions about Momonosuke eating a dragon fruit that's pink, and he says, gosh dang it was a failure, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, pretty cool stuff to see how things are going right now, but unfortunately things are about to get very hectic as we get deeper into certain history here and there, and we get to see CP0 getting ready to go into action to kill Vegapunk, you know, that kind of thing. Preview next episode, looks like to me we're about to get somewhere, but at that point, you know. I think after this point, I am thinking about it. It hasn't been decided yet. I think I'm gonna start by stop watching previews on the next episode, maybe because I want to know what's going to happen next, and it's kind of exciting that way, you know? It's like not trying to watch a trailer for a certain movie because you know what's going to happen kind of thing, you know? Anyways, I don't know. Until then, people, it has yet to be decided, and pretty much knowing that, like, it has been... I watched a preview. The next episode is called The Eccentric Dream of a Genius, you know? So, until then, I'll see you guys later in my next video. So, I'm AlphaZero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!